In the beginning, there was nothing. Then, out of that nothingness, 13.8 billion years ago, something extraordinary happened. Energy, a surge of it, bursting into existence and expanding into what we now call the universe. Tiny motes of dust and fragments of debris drifted through this vast emptiness, slowly coming together, forming shapes and eventually objects. Fast forward 9 billion years, a supernova exploded, scattering its remnants across the cosmos. Gravity took over, pulling these fragments together into a burning, radiant sphere. That's how our sun came to be, a fiery, relentless ball of gas, pouring light and heat into the cold expanse. Then the gravity kept working its magic, pulling stray fragments of rock together until they became something much greater, a planet. Our planet, Earth. At first, Earth was nothing more than a lonely, lifeless rock hurtling through the void, a barren, desolate place filled with dead matter and devoid of meaning. Then, 4 billion years ago, a spark of life flickered into being. It wasn't much, just the first microscopic step on a journey that would change everything. Time marched on. 2.5 million years ago, the first human ancestor who could use tools, Homo habilis, appeared. A mere blip later, 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, us, walked the earth. We began to speak, to dream, probably 100,000 years ago. Symbols and stories followed, culminating in written language 5,000 years ago. Civilization flourished, technology advanced. In just 200 years ago, someone pointed a camera at the world and captured its image for the first time. And here we are today in the year 2025, looking back at this impossibly vast timeline. To put it in perspective, if the entire 13.8 billion years of the universe were condensed into a single day, humanity would appear in the last 1.8 seconds before midnight. Our lives, not even a blink, a fraction of that fleeting second. Take this image from 1990, a photograph snapped by the Voyager 1 spacecraft 6 billion kilometers from Earth. In that image, Earth is nothing but a pale blue dot suspended in the endless black. That tiny speck is everything. It's home. It's us. On that dot, every single human who ever lived has experienced their entire life. The aggregate of all our joys and sufferings, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilizations, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every hopeful child, every mother and father, every inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there on a mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam. Let's face it, even if you're lucky enough to live 80 years, what does that mean in the grand scheme of things? Maybe you'll leave behind a legacy, children, grandchildren, stories, but eventually the cycle will end. One day, the sun will swell, swallowing Earth in a fiery embrace. Long after that, the stars themselves will fade, and the universe may collapse back into the nothingness from which it came. Or it might keep expanding, endlessly cooling, until even time itself dissolves into silence. These are just theories, of course. No one knows how it'll all end. But one thing is certain, right now, we're here, we're alive. And while we're here, we laugh, we cry, we love, we hurt, we build, we break, we heal, and we create. We cling to meaning, even in a universe that seems indifferent to our existence. On this tiny lost speck of dust in the infinite cosmos, we live. Against all odds, we find reasons to wake up, to push forward, to love and hope. Just for the briefest blink of an eye. And it doesn't even matter.